Hi everyone, and welcome to a video that I'm going to be doing tonight, making a Halloween card. Now I know Halloween in Australia is probably not a big thing, or it's not as big as it is in other parts of the world, but I love the whole spooky, all that sort of stuff. So it is using Halloween products, but yeah, you could kind of do it for anything or anyone that enjoys a little bit of a spooky theme. Also we do celebrate Halloween here in our house. One of my boys' birthday lands on Halloween, so we generally make a big deal out of it for him for his birthday, which is always exciting each year. So this card I have actually cased, and I've written the name of the lady because I've missed it from my head right now. I have written her name up in the description, so you can go and check out her original card if you like. But yeah, I really liked it, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to do something very similar to that, because yeah. And also I have all these beautiful Halloween papers that I haven't used yet, so I really would like to use them. Okay, I'm going to start just jumping in and cutting up my bits and pieces, and then hopefully you can see how this is going to come together, because all it looks like is a big pile of mess at the moment. So I am going to be using, I've got lots of papers and dies, so it's going to be a card with lots of different things to it, which is yeah, which is generally when I do my videos, I like to keep the cards quite basic and quick and easy. So this one might be a little bit longer. We'll see how we go. But I've got this beautiful black glimmer paper and I love it. How pretty is that? So we're going to be using a bit of that today as well. And then I've got these gorgeous papers, which is Magic in the Night Designer Series paper. And these are beautiful. And they're not really definitely Halloween-y, but definitely if you've got you know, you love that sort of darker stuff. Obviously, you know, you've got the bats on that side, but then you've got those beautiful black flowers on that side. And then you've got these flowers, which, yep, in Halloween colours, but again, doesn't necessarily have to be. And then look at that. It's like a spider webby doily look. Really, really gorgeous. And then you've got that again, but in the orange. And then some cute little bats on that side. And the die set that you can buy with this, if you buy it as a bundle, actually fit that, which is really cool. And then you've got this one, which has got roses and spider webs and poppies, but yeah, in that real sort of like dark thing. And then that one's beautiful, just black and white, which is obviously you can use that for anything. And then check this one out. That is beautiful. Love the peacock, love the colour, love the pattern on that. And then again, you've got your black flowers, but in a smaller thing. You know, I have used a little bit of this paper. So this is the purple spiders, which is really cute. And then on that side, you've got your black diamonds, which is really cool. So the one that I was going to use was that one. So let's grab that out and get all these other ones out of the way. I have so much paper. I have to start using this up. Put that back up there with that. It's always handy to keep the back of this because it actually tells you which colours they've used with the paper. And I'm really terrible at remembering which colours are which sometimes. So I always like to keep this so I can go, oh, hang on, Blackberry Bliss, Basic Black, Pretty Peacock, Whisper White, all that sort of stuff. So you can kind of go, oh, hang on, which paper did I want to use to go with that, or all that sort of stuff. Okay, so we got some paper. I've got to start cutting some of this up so I know what I'm doing. Right, so this is going to be the base of my card. So I'm going to cut this little guy up. And I always do my cards 10.5 by 14.5. For me, it's just easier to remember it being either a round number or 0.5 number, because I like to go up by 5, you know, like 0.5 of a centimetre or down by 0.5 of a centimetre. So it just makes it easier for me to remember what numbers I need to cut or fold at. So yeah. Okay, so I just neaten that little end up. Okay, so that's going to be the base of my card, which I'll put a little white insert on that at the end. And then I want to use beautiful pumpkin pie, and no, actually I'm going to use this one as my next one. So I want to cut at 10 by 14. I'm going to do it that way. And 10 by 14. So that is that layer of my card. And then I'm going to use some of this gorgeous, is it called gingham? It's like checker gingham. No, it's from the Plaid Tidings Designer Series paper. So it's from this one. And there's lots of beautiful like plaid, which you can use for any season. You can use for Christmas or Halloween or fall or summer or winter, spring, whatever you want to do. So, but I want to use a little bit of orange. So my next layer will be using this because I'm going to border that up on that. So that was 10 by 14. This time I want to go, because I want to leave a decent border of that one around so you get to see the pretty paper. So I'm going to go 2 centimeters shorter, so which would end up being 1 centimeter shorter on each side. So I want to go 8 by 12. Okay, and that's my next layer. Really like that. And then this one will be 1/2 centimeter on each side. So 7.5 by 11.5. And that's going to sit on top like that. Okay. Now I want to get my black and my orange again. And I'm going to cut out some dies with that. I did have my dies here. Yeah. So these are the Halloween magic dies. These are beautiful. So they come with these gorgeous frames, but again, these come with those bats from that paper that I showed you, that it actually cuts out those as well. So that's, I love dies that match up with the paper, because then you get to have that those die cuts of the images from the paper. And yeah, okay, so I'm going to cut these little guys out now. Okay, so the back one we want in black. So this is the one that's slightly bigger. It's not going to quite fit that way. Okay. Beautiful. And if you can see that, it's got a beautiful, like a little embossed border around that, which is super cute. And now I'm just going to do this one, and I'm going to do this one in the orange, in pumpkin pie. So if you can't see what I'm doing, I've just got it on the other side of my stamping machine. I'm going to come through on that side. And again, that's got like a really faint little embossed edging on that. Okay. I'm going to leave this out because while I'm here, I'm going to cut out my alphas for this card. Which I'm using the black glimmer paper for, so I'm just going to chop that up. 1 second, I'll just, instead of moving the embossing machine out of the way, I'll just do it over here. Oops, there we go, just cut a little. Stay. Okay, I'm going to use my beautiful playful alphabet dies. These are definitely a must-have item. Just being able to have constant, excuse me, you know, like alpha dies that you can use to create whatever sentimental or lettering that you like. Oh, sorry. Oh, got something stuck in my throat. Okay, so we're going to use the word boo. And it does come with the doubles of the most common letters, so like your vowels, and I think your S, T, R, that sort of thing, which come in handy so you don't have to necessarily run it through twice all the time. You know what I should have done? I should have put this on the back of those foam adhesive sheets. That's what I should have done. Oh well. Okay, just got those out. Okay. I think that's all I'm cutting, so I'll put this away. If I need it again, I can always get it back out. Oh. Okay. The glimmer paper is so cute. So cute. So that's, I definitely should have put these on the alpha, on the on the adhesive foam sheets, because I actually did want to pop those up, but I'll work something else out. Okay. Right, I like that. And then I'm going to use this cute little stamp set, which is called Everything Essential. And as you can see, my puppy has really enjoyed this stamp set too. So I have to buy a new plastic cover because she did try to eat it. Lovely, isn't she? Okay, I'm just grabbing a scrap piece of white that I've got here. And I'm going to stamp the pumpkin. You know what? I might actually do the house. Yeah, let's do the house because I haven't used the house yet. All right. And actually, while I'm here, I'm going to show you how you put these on the back of your stamps. Now, I don't do it for every stamp. I do it for those stamps that I really want to line up and make sure that I'm getting straight. So, sentiments is definitely one that I do like to put these little back sticky sheets on. So this is what you do. You pop out your stamp, you peel off the backing sheet. Now you can just use it like that. And where's my acrylic block? I legit just had him here. Hang on. right in front of me. Okay, so you can just use it like that and stamp. But if you are wanting to see, because of these aren't the photopolymer, so you can't see exactly if you've got that lined up straight or if you're a little bit off. So if you really wanted to make sure that you're stamping and it's straight, peel the back off, and then on this sheet of paper you'll notice there's two sides. It's one side where you can faintly see the image, and then on the other side they've got like a little crack in it, and that's the side you know that you need to peel off. So then you just very carefully line this up, and I always find it's easy to kind of just go from one side, and then if that's lined up, push it down, and then you can just pull that off like that, and then that will be the same as that, so you know exactly where your image is going to be and if or not you've got that straight. So yeah, all right, let's stamp this little guy up. I'm going to do him in the black, so we have a bit of fluff stuck to that. Hopefully it won't affect my, okay, make sure he's all inked up. Looks good. All right, we are going to stamp him about there. Make sure you push down as hard as you can. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so then obviously you then clean your stamp. This is the part I forget to do sometimes. I'm going to do it now before I put it in, because I know I'll say to myself, yep, go and fix that up, and then I come back to it at another time and I go to use that stamp and go, oh man, I forgot to clean that. So all I do is I love my little, it is called my Stampin Scrub. One side just spray with a little bit of water, and then I always get fluff stuck on this. Okay, and then I just give that a little bit of a, so it's a bit wet now, but all the ink is removed from it, and then you go on this side and it basically just dries it and cleans off any excess ink that's still in there. You know, a good tool to have, definitely. All right, put my stamp back now. Okay, and then to get this off, it is a little bit it's a little bit more stuck on than just when you've got the normal foam backing. So just make sure that when you do pull it, you pull it so that you've got that sticky part off as well, because you can accidentally get in there and then you whip the whole foam off the back of the stamp. So you don't want that. So make sure that you are peeling it off, including that little extra back sticky part. Okay, now I'm going to use a gorgeous little punch, and this punch coordinates with this stamp set, so all these little bits kind of go in there and fit. And so this one's a cool one because it's got a little bit of everything. You've got a bit of Christmas, a bit of Halloween, and a little bit of, I think it's supposed to be Valentine's, but you don't have to use it as Valentine's. You can just use it as, you know, a card to someone that you love or something like that. Okay, so now I'm just going to line this little guy up. And I think that looks about straight. Actually, I'm probably a little bit over. All right, and punch him out. I'm going to get my pumpkin pie blender. I'm going to use the dark one, and I'm just going to colour in that little flag part using, I'm just going to use the dark pumpkin pie because I want it to really match with my colour theme, which is obviously the black and the pumpkin pie. Okay, just hopefully you're not just seeing the top of my head. Okay, just do this a little bit. It would also look good if you did it in the purple as well, but I just kind of just want to stick to these colours today. So I do like the orange and black together. It's quite cool. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to emboss this little guy. 1 second, I'm going to grab my embossing folders. I can find the one I'm looking for anyway. Hopefully I can find it. Perfect. I'm going to use this little guy called the Cobwebs 3D Embossing Folder. Just to give it a little bit more of a bit more texture rather than just being flat. Although I know it does have that beautiful little bit of embossing around it. I think that it would be cool if I just added a little bit extra to it. So I've done it so that I've put it where one of the centers of the cobwebs are. Okay, grab this guy back out. And I think I remove number 2. 3D embossing. Is that a 3D embossing one? Yeah, it is. So I just need the base plate and that one. I hope I've got it right. Okay, let's see if this works. Feels like it's gonna work. All right. So it did kind of move a little bit. Oops. No, but I still like that. Look at that. That looks really cool. Really cool. Okay. All right, now I'm going to start putting this little guy together. I'm also going to add a strip of that along the back of my card. So I'm just going to cut that. This ribbon is called, and it's so cute, metallic mesh ribbon, and it kind of looks spooky, almost like a cobwebby. It's very cute. So kind of want to run that along like that. Super easy to cut too. I don't know if I've done that long enough now. Might have to recut that, we'll see. All right, now I'm going to start putting on my layers. So I've got my glue, I've got my little dots. See if I can find my mini dots as well, because I might try and pop up that boo. Yeah, but if not, I'll just leave it. And I've learnt that mistake, haven't I? Should have put it on those foam adhesive sheets. Okay, so glue this down. Okay. What I love about that Tombow is that it just gives you that few seconds to really get it in place. Okay, I'm going to glue this onto here. I don't want to get glue on your fingers. All right, but I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this one to pop him up a little bit. Oh. sorry. Okay, put some little dots on now this, because this guy's a bit of a larger piece. I do tend to add a few more than I normally would, because I find that if you don't put enough, especially towards the center, it can kind of start to sag. So that should be enough. I'll just push them all down, and then I'll just start flicking them off. Does anyone else actually enjoy making Halloween cards, or that make them and, you know, give to friends and family? You don't necessarily have to give them to them, you know, for, what do you call it, you know, for Halloween. I don't send out Halloween cards as such, but I do like to, I do enjoy making, I like to make little Halloween little gift boxes and things like that. Okay, I like the way that looks. So far so good. Right, but before I stick this down, I did want to actually put down that silver webbing. Okay, so I don't think that piece was long enough. No, I'm just going to cut that again and just do it a touch longer. But I'm not going to cut it on an angle. So I'll just trim that little guy off. All right. It just adds a really beautiful, subtle effect to it. So it's not a standout piece on the card, but it just adds that real little bit of subtleness to it. So I'm going to grab my, if I can find it, my seal, which I'm pretty sure my kids used it the other day. I did not put it back. Just 1 second. Otherwise I'll find something else to use. All right, I don't have it. My lovely children have borrowed it on me. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in the center. That'll do, because that's going to be covered by that anyway. And then I'm just going to, let's go a pair of scissors to press it down, because it won't, once it's dried, it won't move. So that's cool. Okay. Okie dokie. And now we're going to go with our boo, which I'm not, oh, I really wanted to pop that up. Should I cut it out again? Nah, I won't. I won't. Just thinking. I wonder if I can chop one of these in half, and it's going to be small enough to fit on each side. It's going to be a bit fiddly, but I think it might work. Yeah, totally not recommended doing it this way, because it's just a little bit fiddly, but it still works, so that's okay. Oh dear. Okay, and oops. Yeah, definitely really fiddly, but hopefully that's okay. All right, so I'm going to start with the O's because I want it to come over from the side. Oh. And put our little B on. Oh, I like that. Make sure they're all pressed down properly. Ooh, I like it, I like it. Okay, I'm gonna chuck this little guy on. I don't have a hole punch. I need to get myself a hole punch so I can just punch that out. But I'll see what I've got. I'm pretty sure I've got something here that I'll be able to use. Actually, I do have a punch that's got a hole. Magic. All right. I hope that's even. Oh, it's probably a bit lower than I wanted to go, but then I'm like, that's not too bad. Don't actually have any orange ribbon. Orange ribbon will look good, but I don't actually have any. So what I'm going to do with this little guy is I'm going to chop him so he's just a thin line, and I'm going to see, this might not work. I'm going to see if I can get him to go in there. Okay, I like that. Don't you love it when you have an idea in your head and it actually works? Okay, just give that a little tie. Tie that again. All right, and then I'll just chop that to make that a little bit smaller. Oh, it's just subtle. It probably would have looked better definitely if I had an orange ribbon, but I don't have any. So I don't use orange a lot, which is crazy because I love the color orange, but I don't use it a lot with cards. Okay. That has dried now, so I'm free to put this little guy down. About there. And just about. No, I'll go that way. I like it. All right, I'm just going to make a white piece of paper to put in the center. All right, so cut this little guy at 10 by 14. stamp something on the inside. I don't have the other stamps up here. I'm just going to add some of those little bats. Okay. So again, I'll show you what to do with these little dudes because I do actually want to know where I'm going with this. So this is the bat one, so I'm just going to peel that little cut slit in the middle off. Go like that, and then just very carefully line it up on one side, and if that's on, then you should be right to go. Okay, and peel that off. Grab your little stamp block, and I'm just going to do some little bats on the side. I'll get there. All right, we'll just leave it like that. Just something little to have in the center so it's not completely plain. And then I'll just glue this little guy in the middle. Always, if I make a card that I am using like a darker color cardstock, as in the backing, I always add a piece of white in the center. So that way, obviously, some colors you can get away with, like if you're doing it in a lighter color, you can still get away with just writing on that. But definitely the black, you need to just add that little extra piece in the center. Okay, well that is my little Halloween card. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight and making a card with me. If you did want to make a few Halloween cards this year, then let me know and I can help you with working out what it is that you need or all that sort of stuff. But yeah, again, like you don't have to use this as a Halloween card. Maybe if it wasn't going to be a Halloween card, you could use the pumpkin instead rather than the trick or treat. Instead of putting boo, you could put happy birthday or yeah, whatever it is that you want to add. That's a great thing about making cards. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to, there's no rules. So yeah, so thank you so much. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening and you're relaxing and making the most of it's school holidays now. Yay! I'm still in ISO. I was still stuck at home, but at least now we can head out to the park during the day, which the kids have been enjoying that. We've been just getting out and running around and just, yeah, running off some energy, which has been nice. Okay, well, I will catch you very soon with another video, and I'll post a photo up of this card after later tonight or tomorrow morning. Okay, all right, thank you, bye.